since we purchased that. Because that was only like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Right.
And the debt's been there a lot longer than that, hasn't it?
I don't think so. Something happened with that. I forget the history of it, but it came from the town of Lockport to us.
Okay.
Maybe it went from us to the town and then back to us. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Maybe if that's. I'd have to look into it. I believe that's what.
What's the
our
amount
current debt is.
we're looking for? 90?
I don't know, because I don't know
That
how
was
long
my
the
guess.
debt's been on the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's a 10-year loan because it's 60. Wasn't our annual payment 6,160?
Yes.
And the room and road
Oh,
was
it's
61,600
for Rapids.
There you go. Yeah, Rapids.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Look at that, just doing the math.
Right?
Right.
Divided by 10. I got this.
All right, let's
That's why we
call this
appreciate
meeting.
it.
We'll call this meeting to order at 8:07. And in your packet, you have the minutes from the February 12th meeting. Just had a chance to take a look at that. I'll take a motion to accept that.
I'll make that motion.
All right, motion by Darlene,
Also, can
second by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And treasurer's report, Kristen.
Okay, so this month we have a new presentation for your approval or not. Pat and I both separate times sat down with Kate and with the new system to see if we could come up with just push this button, give us a report. And we came up with a balance sheet and an income statement right out of the system. The only thing I don't like about it is that we cannot figure out a way to suppress the zeros, as I was saying.
with
So
the
there's a
new
lot
system
to
of
see if we
numbers
could
on
come up
here
with
that
just
don't
push
mean
this
anything.
button,
It's
give
a
us a
little
report.
messy.
And we came
So-
up with, I don't know if you guys want
Since we
to
purchased
just
that.
deal with this.
Because
or
that was
go
only
back
about
to
4 or
the
5
old
years ago, right?
manual Excel.
And
Yeah.
the debt's been there a lot longer than that, hasn't it?
I don't think so.
It's a lot to look at.
Something happened with that. I forget the history of it, but
It actually spit out a system.
it came from the town of Lockport
It
to us.
eliminates any
Maybe it went from us to the town and then back to us. I'm not sure.
errors. Errors. So,
Maybe
I
if
think
that's-
that's one thing Kristen and I really were in
I'd have to
favor
look
of.
into it.
Just,
I believe that's what.
What's the
that's
amount?
Excel.
We're looking
Just
for
let's get it out
90?
of the system. We know it's accurate.
I don't know, 'cause I don't know
That was
how
my
long
guess.
that's been on the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's a 10-year loan because it's 60. Wasn't our annual payment 6,160?
Also has.
Yes.
And the room and road
Oh,
was
I think it's
61,600
for
for
Rapids.
Rapids.
What's the amount of Excel we're looking for?
Let's get it out of the
90?
system. We know it's accurate.
I don't know, 'cause I don't know how long
my
that's
guess.
been on the road. Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's a 10-year loan because it's 60. Wasn't our annual payment 6,160?
Also has.
Yes.
And the room and road
Oh, I
was
think it's
61,600 for
61,600.
Rapids. 50, which I'm sure Pat
In your
Talk about
packet, you have the
report.
minutes from the February
will.
12th
And
meeting.
then on the
Just had a
expense
chance to take a
side,
look at
we
that.
had 16,006 cents of total
Motion by
expense,
Darlene.
the biggest one being,
Second by
administration
Terry.
and
All
their
in favor?
independent auditor.
Opposed?
The independent auditor
Motion
budget
carries.
is just divided by 12, which looks like
Treasurer's
it's way
report,
over
Kristen.
budget. Okay, so this
our
month,
income, we had
we have a new presentation for your
and a loss of
approval or not. Pat and
I.
I both separate times sat
So
down
then
with
if you
Kate
switch
and with the
to
new
the
system to see if we
section,
could come
this
up
is
with
the
just
balance sheet,
push
and
this
does
button and
provide
give
a
us a
little more
report.
detail, like we were talking
And
about
we
before. You
came
can
up
actually
with
see each property separately.
a balance
see what
sheet
makes
and
up
an income.
our property held for
Oh, nice.
sale.
Yeah, and so we had cash of 156,200 and savings of 1.6 million rounded for total assets of about $3 million, very similar to the financial statements that we just saw. Accounts payable of 56,000, which includes the GM and our debt.
Okay, it was the long-term bond that I was wondering about. The one that we still have
So
20
that's
grand
actually,
on.
you put that together, that the financial statements, the current portion is just what we pay this year, and then the long term is what we pay until the end. So if you add those
Oh,
two
okay.
together, it's just one bond.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you for questions this morning.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the financials? All right, great.
Excellent. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, good, excellent.
Simpler,
Then we'll let Kate know that we can just keep going with these two reports and just press that button and send it off.
Good to go. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, we'll take a motion to accept the financial statements as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bob,
Second.
Second by Dan. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And invoices and bills.
All right, and I present from the treasurer the March 2026 bills to be paid. The highest of which is the town of Lockport for $5,504.87 for our monthly contract and other reimbursements. There was Pat went to the Albany conference this month, so we have hotel rooms and all of that. And then for total March payments of $6,875.67. Any questions on the March bills? No questions. I present those for approval.
All right, we have a motion by Kristen to pay the bills as presented.
I'll second.
Second by Darlene. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Administrative Director's report, Pat.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I bring to your attention once again the marketing report that Maureen presents for us every month. And once again, you'll see that the sessions page views are up a bit from January. Everything seems to be fairly consistent, and it's obviously generating some interest, and that's a good thing. Office update just with regard to the construction. We're still waiting for the sign lighting and the flagpole lighting, but I have been assured that that will be completed on Wednesday. So I think I can, at this point, report that this building is complete. Also very happy to report that Paris has been submitted on Friday. I had the honor of pressing the button, and it's a big relief. And, obviously it was a real learning curve, and, I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions, but nonetheless, it's done, and I think it's accurate and moving forward.
So Pat, can
Thank
they
you.
come back
Good job.
to you with questions?
According to
If they
Tom,
have
they
any?
won't respond probably until like June or July.
Okay.
And I'm sure that they will. He said usually they do have questions, so
Okay.
we'll just
And
address
they're
those.
ones that if they read it in detail,
They
figure
would
it
have
out for
found the
themselves.
answers.
There's,
By then
there's
you'll
so
forget.
much
Yeah,
detail.
exactly.
And I'm hopeful that the governor's promise to streamline Paris will happen by next year's reporting, so we'll see. I'd like to report that Integrity Machine closed. It was very a great process learning how to work through the legals on that with Hurwitz and Fine. Carly Brown was really a pleasure to work with. And that closed. Justin Reynolds, the owner of Integrity, is really happy. I reached out to him to congratulate him. And we did, as Kristen mentioned, received our agency fee of $6,950. So that one's behind us.
I have to say, when I got a little stressed the first time I read that.
Because she said closed.
Why did it close?
Me
Why
too.
why did Integrity
Yeah.
Machine close?
I thought the same thing.
I'm sorry.
When you
No,
said
the
close,
pilot
it
is
closed?
closed.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When you
No.
read
We're not allowing any
Something happened.
closings. No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I should have rephrased that. Obviously, our annual external
open
audit.
close already.
Mary's audit presentation was completed this morning through the audit committee, and we were very much in good favor with our accountants, and management letter indicated that everything is all as it should be. CD Plastics, I think I reported that went to planning board last month. I'm sorry, they are not coming to planning board in March. However, we have been told that they will be back in April. So they're working with their engineers, and so they'll be at planning board in April.
Were there major changes that were required, or this was just a
Tom, could
preliminary?
you-
They had presented a preliminary sketch plan essentially that needed a bunch of revisions. Yeah.
Okay.
They needed some comprehensive engineering rework with regard to their water and sewer lines, their stormwater. They still had a fence around the entire property, which we had told them 2 years ago to get rid of, and that was still there.
Okay.
It was something, some things.
So we'll keep you posted on that.
Okay.
And I do have a couple of things for executive session. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, attorney's report, Tom.
I have nothing on the agenda today.
All right, anything else for old business there?
I guess I was redundant
Yeah,
there.
it's
So.
okay. Any new business to cover?
New business, I think I probably it's not new business, but I do want to ask the board. When I was up at the park last week, I noticed that the signage coming in from Upper Mountain Road is really in poor condition. It was apparently, there must have been some sort of a block foundation and a block structure that was built, and then the signage is attached to that. So it really is not looking very good. So with your permission, I thought I would go and try to get a quote, maybe to do EFS or something, or maybe, I don't know. But has anyone seen it? Does anyone care?
I haven't seen it recently.
Okay, I'll try to get something together for our next meeting and just get a couple quotes on what might need to be done and move forward with that. I think that's all I have.
Talking about just the base of the sign?
The sign is a block structure. And apparently it was like skim coated with something, and all the skim coating is like
It's
off.
not
So you
bad.
see,
It was
Hello?
something down that direction. I don't know exactly where
Where you bought
it's
some?
located. We bought some property.
Okay.
That was at one time, we bought it from the town a lot for it.
And there's nothing on it. Right.
There's nothing on it.
So it should be on this list somewhere.
I'm sure. It is, yeah.
Yeah. There's, on the general
No.
ledger balance sheet,
Roman?
there's,
It's not 90. What was it? The original debt was 60, right?
It says 30, but I don't know.
Or was it 30?
I think that's what's left, right? 30 is what's left.
Yeah.
I think it was 60 instead.
We got Rapids Road for 61,600.
That's too recent though. It's
Yeah,
been there
you're right.
since
It
then.
was 36 last year.
Oh, so then it might be the Roman Road purchase for 90?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
because we're on page 1 of the
No, it's
balance
not
sheet.
Roman Road. What's the Rapids property? What's that?
That's the piece we bought,
For the where they want to park.
Yeah, I think it's that. It's that.
but that's been there since we purchased that. Because that was
Wasn't
only
that
like
long.
4 or 5 years ago, right?
Right.
And the
Yeah,
debt's been there a lot longer than that, hasn't it?
I don't think so. Something happened with that. I forget the history of it, but it came from the town of Lockport to us. Maybe it went from us to the town and then back to us. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Maybe if that's. I'd have to look into it. I believe that's what
What's the
our
amount
current debt is.
that we're looking for? 90?
I don't know, because I don't know
That
how
was
long
my
the
guess.
debt's been on the road.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'll bet it's a 10-year loan because it's 60. Wasn't our annual payment 6,160?
Yes.
And the room and road
Oh,
was
it's
61,600.
for Rapids.
There you go. Yeah, Rapids.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that, just doing the math.
Right?
Right.
Divided by 10. I got this.
All right, let's
Well, we
call this
appreciate
meeting.
it.
We'll call this meeting to order at 8:07. And in your packet, you have the minutes from the February 12th meeting. Just had a chance to take a look at that. I'll take a motion to accept that.
I'll make that motion.
All right, motion by Darlene,
Also, can
second by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carries. And treasurer's report, Kristen.
Okay, so this month we have a new presentation for your
approval or not. Pat and I both separate times sat down with Kate and with the new system to see if we could come up with just push this button, give us a report. And we came up with a balance sheet and an income statement right out of the system. The only thing I don't like about it is that we cannot figure out a way to suppress the zeros, as I was saying. So there's a lot of numbers on here that don't mean anything. It's a little messy. So I don't know if you guys want to just